Hey, what's up, my Dragon Legion? How y'all been? So today, we have yet another special deck profile for you Vanguard lovers to check out today. Now, as some of you Dragoons may have noticed for the past quite some time, I've been doing quite a bit of weird combinations with Kageros for the past 2 to 3 weeks, I think it was. I did Amber Dragons and Lawkeeper working together. I did DOTE and Lawkeeper working together. And now I'm doing Amber Dragons and DOTE working together. Now this build right here is very special because just like in the previous battle builds up, the previous combinations I've been doing, one or the other will definitely pick up the slack. One will definitely pick up the slack of the other, and the other will definitely pick up the slack of the one. And this is the perfect example right here. Amber Dragon Cliffs will potentially force my opponent to waste up so many resources. Where about the time I ride him, Dragon Overlord on top of him, he will deal even more damage to my opponent. And the other way around as well is when I ride Amber. When I ride Dragon Overlord at the end as the main Vanguard, and if he was able to force my opponent to waste some resources, I can ride Amber Dragon Clips on top of Dragon Overlord at the end, and he'll gain some damage as well. So these two right here do have some interesting combos when working together when it comes to doing some serious such. And let me show you Dragoons what I got going on in this deck right here in particular, shall we? As soon as I can organize my stuff a little bit more, here we go. Alright, start off with your usual starting Vanguard. Keep in mind, this is a DOTE Amber Dragons deck profile. So since we are playing Amber Dragons, obviously we gotta start off with Amber Dragon Dawn. Amber Dragon Dawn, you kind of have to play him, because when you ride Daylight on top of him, you can get your dust from your deck to your hand, so you can do your usual Amber Dragon stuff your Amber Dragon stuff from there on. Next for the trigger lineup, the usual four heals. I don't think there's any explanation needed with these cards right here. No explanation needed, I don't think. And for everything else in the trigger lineup, normally I do 6/6. I do either the 6/6 critical and 6 draw lineup, or I do the 8 critical and 4 draw lineup. But for this lineup right here, I'm gonna be doing the. Sorry about that. I'm going to be doing the 4 criticals and 4 stands. Ooh, where'd he go? There he is. And the 4 draws right here. Now, the reason why I'm doing this and this type of deck profile right here is that keep in mind the other half of the deck is Amber Dragons. So when you're playing Amber Dragons, you kind of have to play a little bit more defensive when you can. And keep in mind, you're not always going to be able to kill all those rear guards with your Amber Dragon, because obviously your opponent is going to guard off some certain amount of cards in particular, just so they can prevent Amber Dragon Clips effect going off. So when that happens, when you hit your stand trigger, you can have the rear guard pick up where the Vanguard left off, and your rear guards will take out the rear guards on their own and getting your stuff in a lot faster and sooner when you do this lineup. Also, you still have the 10,000 shields and all that such like you would with the 8 critical and 4 draw lineup. Now, so you can still be able to defend off your opponent and still stop your opponent from laying those attacks on you and still be prepared to set yourself up for some big plays from there. Alright, that right there was the trigger lineup. For the grade 1 lineup, we're playing obviously the 4 Daylight, because we are playing Amber Dragon, so it does make sense to have Daylight in deck, so why not? Also, we have the 4 bars. Bar is awesome. Gotta have bar when you're playing Kageros, unless you're playing Seal Dragons, whatever. 4 perfect guards. And 3 Dragonmon Gojo. There's no explanation needed with these guys right here. Let me pick up my stuff right here. This is pretty much standard Kagero lineup when it comes to Amber Dragon, as far as I know. And that is it for the grade 1 lineup. For the grade 2s, I play 4 Amber Dragon Dusk. I do have a theory. What I'm going to be trying to do someday in the near future is, just like how Shadow Paladins only played 1 or 2 Blaster Dark blaster darks in their decks, all that such, and they were still able to get their stuff a lot easier. I'm gonna do a test where I take out 2 Amber Dragon Dust and see what happens. See if I can still do my usual Amber Dragon stuff when I play the lineup like such, and still get my Amber Dragons where I need them the most. Next we play 4 Dragon Knight Nahams. We maxed out on Nahams because, again, we do play stand triggers. So when you do hit a stand trigger, you do want the potential possibility of get this guy the stand up and boost he needs, so he can take out that one rear guard that your Amber Dragon Clips or Dragon Overlord at the end has failed on taking out. And when he stands up by a stand trigger, he'll land those attacks right here. And also, he's a decent 10k vanilla, so 10k vanilla is always appreciated when it comes to this game. And last but not least, 2 Berserk Dragons, Counterblast 2 cards, retire grade 2 below card, or below rear guard. No, I don't think there's any explanation needed why he's in the deck for. And of course, the heart of the deck is your 4 Amber Dragon Eclipses and your 4 Dragonic Overlord DNs. Now these guys right here, all together and joining one, are all pretty good efficient team right here. Eclipse goes for the retirement. Dragonic Overlord at the end forces out the cards, so your opponent will force out the opponent to guard off all that such, so you can land those attacks like easier, get in there for game, all that good necessary such. So before I go any further, I'll explain what they do for those who do not know. Amber Dragon Clips says you can counterblast 2 cards before you go to your battle phase. If you do, if his attack is a hit, you can retire 2 rear guards your opponent controls. So that's and also if you have Amber Dragon Dust in your soul, this unit gets plus, while he's your Vanguard, this unit gets plus 10,000, plus 1,000 power. That's always pretty good because he becomes 11 beater right out the back, and as long as he's boosted up by a good rear guard, he can go in there with some huge amount of power, with a decent amount of power, pardon me, and he'll force your opponent to use up some cards. And if they don't use up some cards, then this attack will definitely be a hit, and you can just make your opponent, and then you can just kill off 2 of your opponent's rear guards and just carry out some huge things right here. Dragon Overlord at the end, well, his first 2 effects are when you have Dragon Overlord when you have Dragon Overlord in your soul, he gains plus 2,000 power. If you have a non-Kagero on the board, he gets minus 2,000, and his Vanguard ability is if his attack is a successful hit, you can do a Persona Blast, which means pitch another copy of him from hand to the drop zone, and counterblast your cards. And by doing his Persona Blast, you can stand right back up, and he can swing one more time for the turn, which is always pretty good. These 2 guys combo off really well. They get their stuff in really well. These guys are a pretty good team. I think this deck does have some potential, in my honest opinion. Some people will digress and disagree with me. I can understand why. But this deck is kind of cool, kind of different than what most people are kind of used to when it comes to Kagero, so that good necessary as such. And with that being said, let me know what your Dragoons think about this deck in the comment section down below. And I'll see you Dragoons around. Hope you Dragoons enjoy this video. Leave a like and favorite if you did. Hit subscribe today to become part of the Dragon Legion Alliance. And I'll see you Dragoons another day. Christian Dragoon, signing out. Peace.